Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of our FIFA World Cup coverage at Slip Cotton. Hi Rahan, hi Naman. Naman is a very new football fan, has been transitioning from cricket to football now. He has watched a couple of matches recently and he's known to be a ball boy whenever we are playing a match at a nearby playground and all. So, how is it going? How did you guys enjoy the round of 16 so far? A lot of our predictions were a miss, but I think that's the best bit about about a Premier World Cup tournament. You just never know what can happen, right?
I think Naman should give his insights and tell us how he felt.
Yeah, I am a hardcore cricket fan, so I will just like to draw one parallel between the umpires of IPL and the referees of FIFA World Cup. Uh, IPL is rigged to support the Mumbai Indians for the last few years. This time for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. But yeah, jokes aside, I think the quality of football has been great over the last few games, especially the England game where they came from behind Argentina versus Egypt as well. You saw an upset between Brazil and Norway, if I'm correct. Haaland scoring those two goals. We saw the video where he was just roaming anywhere and he got the ball and he scored a goal. So it's been good to watch. I think this has been the season of underdogs. Egypt also outperforming their potential. Norway making it to the quarters. No, they themselves were not expecting it to like themselves to make it this far in the tournament. So see, as a neutral fan, because I do not have any bias, uh, it was great to watch. Again, I have my comments for Portugal, but I think I will leave it to the two of you because you two are subject matter experts. I would like to know your opinion. I My opinion is what is formed on social media, so I would rather not comment.
I think Naman has pretty
On to
much
you, Rahan.
summed it up. I think very
Yeah.
much. I don't have words to say. I'm actually surprised that he watched football with such passion. But if you can tell me the highlight, would be the Argentina game, the comeback that
Mhm.
happened. A lot of talking points there, but yeah, we'll leave it to the expert in Karthik. But having said that, that was missing from Portugal, and that's why they are no longer a part of this tournament anymore. It was sad to see the goat for me, Ronaldo, missing out. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Norway perform going forward now, because they have, you know, killed the giant in Brazil, 5 times World Cup winner. So that game would be something that will be very interesting to watch. England taking on Norway. Norway overall have been good, apart from Haaland's finishing abilities. But yeah, what do you feel? I feel again one of the games of the tournament would be France taking on Morocco. Both teams on such a high and have been doing so well in the last two World Cups also. I think that will be a very even contest.
Yeah. So I think the best bit about round of 16 was we got to see a lot of different approaches to the game. We saw uh, Paraguay defend and play very much like how Arteta does when he's holding on to a 1-0 lead. We could see we could see a lot of defensive lapses, which is typically seen more in the modern game. Courtesy of an example being Argentina versus Egypt. Nobody thought Egypt would score two goals against Argentina, and coming to the whole rigged bit, I mean, I do think the referee made a lot of decisions that shouldn't have been made, but to call it rigged is a little bit of a stretch, I think. And coming to Spain and Portugal, yeah, I think everyone wants to very easily say that, Ronaldo held the team back, but it is definitely not the case. I think Portugal lost because of their midfielders and maybe even wingers, to say the least. I mean, you need to give service to your strikers, right, for them to have a chance at performing. I think that was very abundantly that was the issue rather than Ronaldo not being able to perform. And going on to Morocco, Canada, another game where Morocco didn't completely dominate. But Canada made a lot of chances, but it's just that, right? Football is decided in moments. It's not necessary that you have to have total control of the game. It can just be that one particular minute, or in Argentina, Egypt's case, 12 minutes of very good football can win you matches. So yeah, it was a very good round of 16. I think the worst game was Switzerland, Colombia. Glad I only watched one half of it, and I wish I could have just slept instead. But yeah, I mean, so, that fan in me was like, maybe kuch to acha hoga. But yeah, I guess we'll just, I guess, go on and discuss the quarterfinal games that we have. Let's start with France versus Morocco. What you guys are expecting? What Naman thinks football is like, and also Rehan, what your predictions would be.
Hey, from before we move to the quarters, I just like to add one thing. The game where
Hmm.
I think it was which team that defeated Portugal? I forgot.
Spain,
Spain,
one
yeah,
nil Spain.
sorry, yeah, correct. So obviously it was a contest between the two heavyweights, but it was looking like it was Bakri being celebrated in the Portugal team with the goat being served on a platter to the Spain team. So that was my joke. But again, one more thing that I liked was in the USA match when from the audience, Mr. Donald Trump decided to come in and score a goal for his own team. That was also something that I liked. And that's it on my part in this video. Now I will leave it to the two experts to take it forward because I don't have any fucking clue what's about to happen now.
Okay, guys. So first match, France versus Morocco. Rehan, what is your opinion? What do you think will happen this game?
I think it's going to be a very tight game. It could go into extra time or maybe penalties also, because
Hmm.
both these teams have been doing so well in the last two World Cups. If I look at comparatively, Morocco has just been pivoting its performance throughout. Their defensive abilities, we all know Ashraf Hakimi, who is a star captain and who has been doing so well for PSG and for the national team. Now they have a striker in Ismail Sabiri. He's doing so well. Unfortunately, last game he was injured, I believe. I'm not sure if he's going to be fit in this one, but it'll be a very tight game. Ousmane Dembele for France is doing so well. We of course know dictator Kylian Mbappe. He is he's been in the race for the golden boot. He's scoring so many
Yeah,
goals. Uh, so Dembele, Olise, and Mbappe are a threat for sure. But Morocco are not going to give in without a fight. So I'll just put France ahead of Morocco just because of the star power that they have. But it'll be a tight game for sure.
yeah. And yeah, Ismail Sabiri is still injured. He's most likely not going to play this time as well. Well, it is a shame because he was one of those players who could really turn it around for Morocco. But I mean, it's not a case that Morocco lacks any star power now. And even though, like you had mentioned, in the previous World Cups, they were the teams who were playing with a certain way, and that's the only way they could play. But now they're able to dominate games. So, well, as we could see against Canada as well. So I think I have expectations that Morocco will definitely give a fight. But I do think they will also qualify to the semifinals. So because referees are Argentinians, so that's the only. I mean, that's not the real reason, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling that Morocco will qualify, and I hope that happens as well. Naman, what do you think?
I'll add my comments towards the end of the video. You guys can continue.
अच्छा, ठीक है, fine. So yeah, so do you expect Mbappe to score this time, or do you think he will be influential, but he may not necessarily score. Because in the previous game, apart from the penalty, there were not a lot of chances which were directly falling into Mbappe, right?
You're right. I believe Mbappe will score for sure. He has that quality in him, and he keeps
Hmm.
making those runs and getting into these vital positions where I
Yeah,
feel that he'll be a threat to Moroccan defense. And he's in the race, as I mentioned to you, in the Golden Boot, and I feel that he will end up winning that title. So I feel that he will have a say in this match today.
yeah. I have a feeling that Golden Boot will be something that will be in Mbappe's hand by the end of this tournament too. So yeah, let's see that. Moving on to the next game, Spain versus Belgium. So the key caveat is France versus Morocco will face Spain versus Belgium winners. The winners of these two matches would go on to the semi-final. So yeah, I think it's a straightforward win for Spain. I don't think, I mean, with the amount of control they have, amount of the way they are just completely holding their game, and they're not even till now they have not deviated from that style of play, right? Even though they didn't get a win in their first opening game, but nevertheless they against the rest of the teams they still played with the same style. Lamine Yamal not at his best. But I think this would be the stage where he would look to unlock himself. And I have a feeling Kukurea will get another assist in this game as well. So yeah, I think this is something. This is a game which will be for Spain, and Spain's definitely going to win it. They may not dominate, but they'll definitely win. Is what I think. I don't see Belgium offering a lot, and in this tournament, largely apart from the game against USA, they were having more of a slump. It wasn't their consistent best that we saw in the previous World Cup and in the 2018 World Cup as well. 2018, the golden generation was there, but I think Belgium is not at their best, so which is why, yeah, I think Spain will easily win this one.
Yeah, I think I agree with you completely because the chemistry of Spain has been brilliant. Rodri in the last game was exceptional. I think he was the man of the match. But yeah,
Hmm.
Lamine Yamal has not really stepped up so far. We know that the quality is there in him to turn a game on its head, and you expect him to step up in these big games. So I'm hoping that he'll do well in this one. And Pedro Porro, Cucurella, all of these players are supporting the team really well overall. And it was good to see Mikel Merino score that goal. He somehow, some way finds a way to score goals. Even he does it for
Yeah,
his club in Arsenal. So
yeah,
his
yeah,
utilization would be looked into because he doesn't make it to the 11 usually. He comes in as a substitute. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. But I think Spain will easily make it through. A lot of eyes would also be on Oyarzabal. He gets a lot of opportunities, but somehow he's not able to convert those. And the last game that they played, they should have actually won quite comprehensively, but they complicated things and ended up uh, winning by a very narrow margin.
yeah. That's true. I mean, it really looked like that game would go into extra time, and I was more or less hoping that at least आधा घंटा और रोनाल्डो को वर्ल्ड कप में देखने मिलेगा, but that didn't happen. And surprisingly, Ferran Torres, he didn't score in that game, but he played well when he had come on. He surprisingly was involved in a lot of plays. So that was interesting to see because Ferran Torres has been getting all kind of hate from Spanish supporters over his lack of goal scoring record as well. So yeah, I think, but yeah, I completely agree with you. I think this game will be completely Spain's, and it will be a Spain. I think it's going to be a Spain versus Morocco semi-final. You think it would be France versus Spain, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Naman, any words or
Yeah, I expect France to win versus Morocco and Spain to win versus Belgium. Obviously, Spain would be a rather easy win. I wanted to see a semis where we see Yamal versus Mbappe and Haaland or Kane versus Messi. So my priority is very simple. I would want a semis where we have the four best players. So yeah, my two choices on the left side are France and Spain.
great? Yeah, chalo. Next up, England versus Norway, one of the ancient wars, Vikings versus Anglo-Saxons. This is this is basically the sporting version of that. So yeah, I I think Thomas Tuchel is a manager who has a game plan ready for all kinds of situations. He's that kind of a person. So I personally think, in spite of the injury crisis that England's going through, specifically Jordan Henderson falling off while celebrating and ended up dislocating his wrist. These are things that could have been prevented, but it's just a misfortune, right? But in spite of all the crises that England have, I still think they will be able to edge it out in a 3-2 victory over Norway. I have really good hopes from Norway, but I think England will be prepared and they will be able to edge this game through.
Personally, I feel it could be the other way around. I think that it might be an upset, even though England, Jude Bellingham particularly has been doing so well for England. Uh, you wish to see an attacking midfielder do that well. He reminds me
Yeah,
of Lampard in some ways with the way that he
yeah.
plays. Yeah, but brilliant to watch him in this World Cup. But I think his journey might come to an end. I just feel that Haaland, with the experience that he has in the Premiership, will give
Hmm.
him the edge to score more goals against England. I would be genuinely surprised if he doesn't score one at least against England. Uh,
Yeah.
and given the team that they have, I feel that they are better off attacking rather than defense. And I feel that with Norway, Martin Odegaard and Haaland, both of them have good enough experience in the Premiership that might just give them the edge over England. And it will be a great upset if it happens.
Hmm. Yeah, but yeah. Even I expect Haaland to score for sure. which is why the 3-2 is the score I'm expecting as well, because England defense is also leaky, and yeah, but I still think Thomas Tuchel will somehow edge it out. So yeah, तेरे को अभी बोलना है कि बाद में बोलना है?
I'm
मतलब मैं
just ups-
पूछ रहा हूँ.
I'm just upset that Abhishek
हाँ.
Sharma got out. You guys can continue.
I think about the last game, Naman should only speak because it's the most easiest prediction.
Correct. So let
It's
me
Yeah.
talk about Argentina versus Switzerland. I think it's pretty easy. Even if the referees are from Switzerland, they can't do anything. The it's I know it's a rigged tournament, such easy fixtures, but again, jokes aside, I think it's a straight win for Argentina. But what I would want to talk about and bring light to is before the World Cup, we had a podcast where Rohan Bajaj had come on a podcast with Raj Shamani, and he had said that we have to bring Indian football to a level where Indian cricket is. And I think what we have done as a favor to them is we've brought Indian cricket to the level where Indian football is. So yeah, jokes aside, all cricket and banter aside, I think for from a neutral fan perspective, it's a sport that I do not watch. I only watch during say UEFA finals or the World Cup. So I would like to see a big billing contest. Obviously, Spain versus France would be my choice in the semi-finals, and here it would be Argentina versus. I know that England would go in as favorites, but I think I don't know. I just get the gut feeling that it might be the year for Norway, not as a whole tournament winner, but at least making another
Mhm.
progress in the tournament.
Mm. Right, right. Fine, let's see that. I mean, for me, very straightforward. Argentina is definitely going to win it. Switzerland had an easy group. They had easy opponents throughout their round of 16 and round of 32 games, and I think this would be the time when Switzerland will be kicked out. I don't see it happening any other way. Even if they lead by 2-0, I think Argentina will come back.
But guys,
So,
I think
like
even if
and,
yeah, Naman, go on.
no, no, I was going to ask you something else. You can finish and then I can ask.
No, I think even if they're
Achha,
3-0 up, Argentina will still make it 4-3 and win it. That's what I was saying because they have the passion also. And speaking of the easy fixtures, I mean, the other teams have messed it up. Let's be very honest. You did not expect Cape Verde to do that well, Turkey
yep,
to lose so badly. So it's
yeah,
completely up to the other teams who have messed it up, not Argentina. But yeah,
Correct.
yep,
And
that's true.
so my question is coming back to the fixture. I know it's still pretty early days, but I think it's almost Super 8 time. I just wanted to ask you all who like which team is your favorite to win this World Cup?
for me, it is
Uh,
France.
hmm. France is a clear favorite to win for you.
He's asking.
For me,
No,
I feel my heart says England and brain says France, because it's it looks almost like they're destined to win with the squad that France has. Even their B team can win the World Cup. That's how it is looking at right now. But I feel like England will edge it out.
Okay.
So yeah. What do you
Interesting.
think, Naman?
See, I think that obviously I want Argentina to win, but again, France are strong, heavy, strong favorites going into any kind of a tournament. So I think yeah, France is could be one of the finalists 100%. But I would if you really ask me, I would really want Norway to win.
Hmm. That would be really something if Norway manages to win.
Yeah, it'll
That
be
would be
like a
something. Yeah.
1983 couple day moment where India won the Cricket World Cup for the first time. It'll be something of a similar achievement for Norway because they have been in the football space. They have one key player, a couple of good midfielders, but I think it'll be a pretty good team achievement because right now they have been carried by one person alone. If they are to perform well, they need all of their players to step up. But guys, don't you think
Right.
that it would have been great if it would have been Messi and Ronaldo in the final? Just like I have it in my background in this game where we have Arshad Wasi, aka Messi, and obviously Mr. John Ronaldo, who played on the same team together. Wouldn't have like it have been great if it would have been Portugal versus Argentina finals?
Well, it would have been amazing. It would for a lot of people, it would settle the GOAT debate as well.
Yeah,
But I mean, I guess it. I mean, it is kind of sad from a footballing POV that Ronaldo didn't really have a chance at winning, proper chance at winning the World Cup because maybe with a better team, maybe with a better squad, he probably would have reached one of the finals in the past 5 or 6 tournaments that he has played.
Interesting. And final question before Karthik can wrap it up. Who do you think will win the Golden Boot?
Kylian
For me, it's
Dictator.
Kylian.
Who?
Of course, it's Kylian Mbappe.
Both of you think like that?
Yeah, I mean, I am a fan of the way he plays, so I just think that he might win it.
I'm actually
See,
going
I
for
mean,
the more left field choice. I would suggest Harry Kane as the Golden Boot winner.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, he's
I
almost there.
feel
Two
this is
goals.
similar to the Naman saying Harry Kane is similar to when Gautam Gambhir was asked Ronaldo or Messi and he said Rashford.
Let's not get Gautam Gambhir in the video, or I am quitting.
Yeah, for me, Mbappe, especially a World Cup Mbappe is तो crazy only भाई वो तो I think वो जीत जाएगा गोल्डन बॉल शायद मेसी
Would be if England win, I feel
ठीक
Jude
है we'll
Bellingham
discuss
has
that.
a. If England win, you never know.
Hmm.
Jude Bellingham might.
Yeah, that is a strong possibility. Yes.